Once again, Baruchim Habeim, and welcome on the video to our few minutes together on the Parsha. This Shabbos, we have the privilege of reading Parshas Noach. Noach really gets a tough rap. He was a tzaddik, and he was righteous. And of course, as we know at the beginning of the section, there is a discussion about whether he was righteous in only his generation or the others. I'd like to focus on what happens after he comes out of the ark. After the world starts all over again, and Hashem begins, I guess you could say, creating the world from Noach's family on. And there's a statement in the Torah when Noach comes out of the ark that's very, very challenging and at the same time very uplifting. The Torah says that Hashem tells Noach, Od kol yemei ha'aretz. This can be found in Perek Ches, in Pasuk Chav Beis, in chapter 8, verse 22, Od kol yemei ha'aretz, for the rest of the days of the earth, Zera v'katzir, seed time and harvest time, v'kor v'chom, and cold time and heat time, meaning the winter and the summer, v'kayitz v'choref, and the hotter summer and the colder winter. In other words, kor v'chom could refer to the fall and the spring, while kayitz v'choref will refer to the hotter summer and the colder winter. The yom v'layla, and day and night, lo yishbosu, are never going to stop again. Hashem makes a promise to Noach that never again is there going to stop the nature of the world. Harvest time and seed time are going to go on. Heat and cold are going to go on. Day and night. There's never going to be another destruction again in this world. And a few psukim later in Perek Tes, Hashem even gives Noach a sign about this, and he gives him the rainbow. The rainbow, which is a sign that never again is Hashem going to destroy the world with a flood, and it's a sign of a covenant. In fact, it's interesting to note that when you see an actual rainbow, not just a rainbow in the puddle on the ground, I'm talking about a rainbow that spans the sky with all the 7 primary colors, and you can see the beauty of the rainbow going from one end of the world to the other. And in the sky, when you see it, we actually say a bracha. And that bracha is not something that's easy to remember, first of all, because we don't say it very often, and secondly, it is a little lengthy. It's Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam, blessed that you are Lord our God, King of the universe, Zocher Habris, who remembers the covenant that was made with Noach, V'ne'eman biv riso, and he's faithful with that covenant, that he is not going to ever again destroy the world, V'kayam b'ma'amaro, and he is established with his words, that he keeps his word. Of course, Hashem keeps his word, and never again will the world be destroyed. When we think about the fact that God promised everybody that he will never again destroy the world, day and night, summer and winter, fall and spring, it's never going to end. So it's a comforting thought. But on the other hand, it's very challenging, because what this pasuk is really saying is, listen, people, Hashem says to Noach and his family and to the rest of us, I'm giving you this world. If this world's a good world, it's going to be a good world because you decided that it's going to be a good world. I am not going to destroy the world again. So if it's going to be a good world, it'll be because you decided to make it a good world. And if it's a bad world and it deserves to be destroyed, I want to tell you something. I am not going to destroy the world again, says God. It's your world. Live in it. Make it a good place. I am not going to destroy the world again. So on the one hand, it's very comforting, but on the other hand, very challenging. What are we going to do? How are we going to make this world? Are we going to make this world a place that Hashem can look down and say, you fulfilled your promise? Or are we going to be challenged by virtue of the fact that Hashem said, I'm not going to destroy the world again. You people seem to be bent on self-destruction, but I am not going to destroy the world. If you want a good world, it's going to be because you made it so. And if it's not so good, well, you have to look in the mirror sometimes and make the world a better place. That seems to be a powerful lesson that the rainbow is teaching us, and that the Torah, using the rainbow as the lesson, is trying to get across that we have to make the world a better place. This Shabbos, we have the unique opportunity of being involved in a global project that was initiated by Rabbi Warren Goldstein, the chief rabbi of South Africa, in a most beautiful way. Last year, about 75 or 80% of all the South Africans kept Shabbos, one Shabbos. And this year, this Shabbos, Parshas Noach, is a worldwide event to try to get everyone involved in the keeping of Shabbos. We in the Young Israel Beth Borough are inviting guests who will be staying through Project Inspire, who I've spoken with on this project. And now the challenge is to us. If we can make this world a better place, we can do it by inviting others in, by being inspirational to them, and by making them feel the beauty of the Shabbos. The world's not going to end, but we are going to have our part in making the world a better world. If you know someone that would you like to invite, even though it's a little late when you see this video, perhaps next week too. It's not the only Shabbos that's coming. Take the opportunity. Let's get involved. Let's make the world a better place. Hashem told us it's our world. If it's going to be a good world, it'll be because we made it so. And if it's not so good, well, we're going to have to dig down and try and start all over again. But the promise is there in the rainbow, and God remembers his covenant, and he keeps his word. Let's keep ours. Have a wonderful Shabbos.